And welcome to Hindsight Tonight. I'm Damian Muziani, and here's your news. Leading off, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced his resignation last week after parrying repeated threats of tariffs by President-elect Donald Trump. The tariffs are said to be a ploy by Trump to force the annexation of Canada into becoming America's 51st state. With more on this developing story is Hindsight Tonight Canadian field reporter Jace Gabowry. Happy New Year, Jace.
Hey, good day, eh? Hey, Happy New Year to all my soon-to-be fellow Americans. I guess you better wake Betsy Ross up and have her sew another star on Old Glory. We're keeners up here over Canada becoming the 51st U.S. state. Outgoing Prime Minister Justin Hosehead Trudeau got all cheesed when President-elect Trump called him governor, but honestly, it's the best of both worlds for us. If we joined the U.S., we'd be the biggest state in America. Over 40 million Canucks live up here. That's more people than California, eh? Even without those wildfires. The U.S. state of Canada would have 53 seats in the House of Representatives. And it's an easy change for us. We have Queen Elizabeth's picture on our cash, eh? And she already looks a lot like Ben Franklin, so I don't think most of us would notice a difference anyway. Plus, it's better for tourists coming in to visit us. No more changing dollars into loonies and loonies back into dollars. Makes it easier to drive on up here, throw on a bunny hug, pull out a Mickey, and light up a dart, eh? It's pretty obvious that the USA is way more fun with 51. Damien?
Very clever. Yes, thank you, Jace, for that report. Back in the lower 48, on Friday, State Supreme Court Judge Juan Merchan finally sentenced Donald Trump for his felonious crime of falsifying dozens of hush money payment records. But Merchan merely sentenced him to an unconditional discharge instead of any real penalty. It seems this case has now come full circle since Trump began this mess in a hotel room with Stormy Daniels and an unconditional discharge of his own. Now he becomes the first ever president to enter the Oval Office as a felon. Of course, he is far from the first CIC to have found himself in hot water. He's just the first to get convicted. Over the years, presidential misconduct has become a full-blown American tradition. You've got Iran-Contra, Monica Lewinsky, the Petticoat Affair, Teapot Dome, Johnson impeachment, Whiskey Ring, the corrupt bargain, John Juan Kennedy, the Plame Affair, Pentagon Papers, Whitewater, Blackwater, Watergate, and Yellow Cake, all featuring presidents who were never convicted. Makes you wonder when Alec Baldwin is running for office. He filed a lawsuit last week accusing New Mexico prosecutors of malicious prosecution against him after the fatal shooting of Helena Hutchins on the set of the movie Rust. The case against Baldwin was dismissed in July when the judge found that the state withheld evidence from the defense. Who did they think they were, the president? Baldwin is seeking damages for, among other things, embarrassment, as if he hasn't embarrassed himself enough with his behavior over the years. It was Baldwin himself who swore that he never pulled the gun's trigger that was resting against his finger at the time the fatal bullet was fired from it. Right, Alec, we know. It was just an unconditional discharge, right? And that's your news. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week with Fresh Hindsight.